Welcome to Kuna High School's 2023 Veterans Day Assembly. Please stand for the presentation of colors by Kuna High School's JROTC Color Guard and continue standing for the singing of our national anthem performed by Kuna High School's Combined Choir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored veterans, and distinguished guests. My name is Austin Latimer, and I am the ASB Student Body President here at Kuna High School. Today we gather to remember and pay our respects to all American veterans, as well as the police force and fire department. In 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, an armistice or ceasefire agreement was declared between the Allied powers and Germany. It was the beginning of the end of the Great War. After more than 4 years of horrific fighting, the guns on the Western Front fell silent. It is estimated that nearly 20 million people died and 21 million people were wounded in World War I. Robert Casey, Battery C, 124th Field Artillery Regiment, 33rd Division, writes on November 11, 1918. And this is the end of it. In 3 hours, the war will be over. It seems incredible even as I write it. I suppose I ought to be thrilled and cheering. Instead, I am merely apathetic and incredulous. There is some cheering across the river, occasional bursts of it as the news is carried to the advance lines. For the most part, though, we are in silence. With all is a feeling that it can't be true. For months we have slept under the guns. We cannot comprehend the stillness. Veterans Day is dedicated to all who have served. World War I, 1917 through 1918, 4.7 million U.S. service members. World War II, 1941 through 1945, 16 million U.S. service members. Korean War, 1950 through 1953, 5.7 million U.S. service members. The Veterans History Project collection states, although it is sometimes called the Forgotten War, for those who took part, it is anything but forgotten. Battle lines of Korea ranged all over the peninsula in the first year, then settled around the 38th parallel, the border between the North and the South, for the final 2 years. The soldiers and Marines who shipped out to Korea to fight the North Koreans and Chinese contended with other enemies as well. Bitterly cold winters, sometimes without proper clothing and equipment, steamy summers, and an unforgiving landscape. Even after the major battles had been fought, the danger of catching an enemy bullet never faded. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the end of the Korean War. The theme for today's Veterans Day Assembly is the Forgotten War. Vietnam War, 1964 through 1975, 5.7 million U.S. service members. Desert Shield, otherwise known as Desert Storm, 1990 through 1991, 2 million U.S. service members. Global War on Terror, 2001 to 2021, 3 million U.S. service members. In the wake of the attacks of 9/11, President George W. Bush called for a global war on terror, launching an ongoing effort to proactively stop terrorists before they act. As much of the nation was just starting the day on the morning of September 11, 2001, 19 terrorists hijacked 4 East Coast flights, crashing 3 of the airplanes into targets in New York and Washington, D.C., with the 4th plane slamming into a field in Pennsylvania after passengers fought back. In the end, 2,977 people died, making it the deadliest attack on U.S. soil in history. These historical events have had a great impact on who we were, who we are, and who we will become. We want to honor the men and women who fought and continue to fight for our freedom. And so today, in this gym at Kuna High School, we come together to pay tribute to all who have selflessly served our country in times of war and peace. We gather not just to acknowledge their service, but to express our heartfelt gratitude for their sacrifices they have made to protect our freedoms we hold dear. Let's give our veterans a big round of applause. Kuna High School would like to thank Senator James Rich, Chief of Staff John Insiger, and Senator Mike Crapos, Director Parker Harrell, for joining us here today. Please give him a round of applause. Please welcome JROTC Cadet Carly Searle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cadet Second Lieutenant Carly Searle. And as tradition here at Kuna High School, we take a moment to remember the men and women who have paid the ultimate price for our freedom who are no longer with us. To remember their service, members of the Kuna High School's Green Team will present a memorial wreath. Thank you, Green Team, for your help. Now I will be reading the Missing Man Table and the Fallen Soldier Memorial, also known as the Battlefield Cross. Missing Man Table. As we gather today to pay tribute to you, men and women who have answered the call of duty, may we also take a moment to reflect upon those who are missing from our midst. They are commonly called POWs, prisoners of war, or MIAs, missing in action. You call them brothers and sisters. And most importantly, may we never forget those who have paid the ultimate price with their sacrifice of their life. Some here in this room were very young when they were sent into combat. However, all Americans should never forget the brave men and women who answered our nation's call to serve and served the cause of freedom in a very special way. You see before you an empty table, set for service but vacant. This table is symbolic of our fallen comrades in arms and those whose fate is still unknown but to God. The POW MIA toast is a dignified and solemn moment in many formal occasions. There have been many different narratives written for the toast, but the symbolism is quite constant. So please indulge me while I take a moment to explain the meaning of the items on this special table. The table is round in order to show our everlasting concern for our missing men and women. The table set for one symbolizes the frailty of one prisoner alone against his oppressors. The tablecloth is white to symbolize the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The single red rose, displayed in a vase, reminds us of the families and loved ones of our comrades in arms who keep the faith awaiting their return. The red ribbon, tied so prominently on the vase, is reminiscent of the red ribbon worn on the lapel and breast of thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand a proper accounting for our missing. A slice of lemon on the bread plate, to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. A pinch of salt symbolizes the tears endured by those missing and their families who seek answers. The glass is inverted to symbolize their inability to share in today's toast or recognition of them. And finally, the chair is empty to show that they are no longer with us and that there will always be emptiness in a world without them. So all of us in here today remember those of you who may have served with them, those of you who called them comrades, all of us who depended on their might, their aid, and unselfish testimony to sustaining freedom, remember, for surely they have not forsaken us. All gave some gave all. Now at this time, let us take a moment of silence to remember those men and women who are not with us today. Thank you. Now time for the battlefield cross. This is a time-honored military memorial that symbolizes the honor, service, and sacrifice of soldiers killed in battle. The fallen soldier battle cross is made up of a soldier's belongings. The rifle is thrust in the ground, signifying that the soldier died in battle, fighting to the end. The boots carry soldiers through the fight for freedom and are worn and dirty to remind us of that final march. The dog tags are hung from the rifle so that the name of the fallen will never be forgotten. The helmet is placed on top of the rifle, representing what that person stood for and that the battle is now over. Now we'll hear from Cadet Abigail McCoy.
Hello everyone, my name is Cadet Major Abigail McCoy. I will be reading a poem to you on the Forgotten War, I Am Not Forgotten, by Richard L. Kirk. I have walked these Korean hills before, crossed these rivers. I have passed through these fields, heavy with the odor of growth. My presence is here and elsewhere. In the pages of a letter, yellow with age, at the edge of a photograph, on a torn dance program. I am by love begotten, I am not forgotten. I am here in the hearts of those who were with me, on the perimeter, at the Incan, at the reservoir, and the river. And in the hearts of those who waited, in their thoughts I walk again. I waited at the curb in my car on a soft summer evening. The sounds of crickets, of passing automobiles, and the muted songs of the city are near. I am a tear in the eyes of mothers, sisters, fathers, brothers, wives, friends, and lovers. I am by love begotten. I am not forgotten. I am black, white, Jewish, Gentile, red, and yellow. I speak English, Korean, Chinese, Turkish, Greek, and Spanish. I am known in many countries and by many people. I have heard the rush of summer seas and the fist of thunder. I have known a distant star on a cold December night, and I have known the love of a friend who would die for me. And I for him, I am by love begotten, I am not forgotten. I would like to introduce Kuna High School's Advanced Men's Choir, singing Who Are the Brave?
Now introducing FFA President Hattie Breckwald.
Hello, my name is Hattie Breckwald, and I am serving as this year's Kuna FFA Chapter President. Thank you all so much for being here on this important day. My fellow FFA members will be passing out American flags to all past and present veterans at this time. But I would like to talk to you all a little bit about the importance of the symbolism behind this famous flag and the importance of understanding what it represents. Everyone knows there are 50 stars to represent the 50 U.S. states. But let's go back to a time when there were none. A time when 13 colonies joined together in the fight for freedom and independence. America was founded on hope, passion, and bravery. The path to independence was not an easy one, and men and women work every day to preserve the beliefs and ideals implemented when our country was first founded. I personally have 4 direct ancestors who fought in the Revolutionary War. Throughout the years, I have had grandfathers fight in the Civil War, World War II, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and Iraq. My family's role in this country's history is unique to me, in the same way that it is for everyone in this room. Every individual is woven into the rich history of our country. So when I look around this room, I don't just see people. I see the product of individual legacies that have led us to where we are today. I see the men and women who uphold those legacies by continuing to serve, protect, and defend our country. This is what the American flag has and continues to represent. It is a physical reminder of the accomplishments and hardships of our country. It is a reminder of the past and a symbol of what is still yet to come. If we do our part to preserve the flag, it will always be there as a constant reminder of our history. As we hand out these flags to you today, we are showing our respect and awareness for the past, while thanking you for your selfless contribution to preserving our history in the present. Thank you.
Please welcome Kuna High School's principal, Mr. Dave Beamer.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and especially our esteemed veterans. As we close this Veterans Day Assembly, I am overwhelmed with the gratitude and profound sense of honor. Today we have gathered not just to mark a date on the calendar, but to appreciate those who have shouldered the weight of freedom on their shoulders. In this room, we are surrounded by living legends, men and women who have walked the walk, faced the storms, and emerged stronger than ever. Today, we stand in the shadows of giants who had defended the ideals we hold dear to unwavering courage. Please take a moment to look around and recognize the living embodied of courage among us. Their dedication, their sacrifices served as a testament to the enduring spirit of the land of the free and the home of the brave. In closing, let us not merely thank our veterans for their service, but let us also commit ourselves to the ideals for which they stood. Let us be inspired by our example of better citizens to build a nation that's worthy of their sacrifices. To our veterans, we thank you for your service, your valor, and your indomitable spirit. May we carry the torch of freedom forward with the same determination, resilience, and honor that you have shown us. Again, thank you for coming in and thank you for your service.
Before we close, today as a symbol of our appreciation, Kuna High School would like to give the gift of a flag to our veterans, and the following will be combined choir, chamber orchestra, and wild ensemble to perform. Song of the Unsung Hero, directed by Ryan Olson, Skylar Crawl, and Robin Whitmore. After the tribute to the armed forces is finished. Please stand as we close with the playing of taps by Isaiah Hinnenkamp and continue standing for the retrieval of colors by Kuna High School's JROTC Color Guard.
Right wheel, march. Color guard, halt. 5, step. Forward, march. Retrieve. Colors. About. Face. Forward. March. Five. Step. Forward. March.
Thank you, veterans, for your service. With the conclusion of our ceremony, there will be refreshments in the Performing Arts Center. Students, you will now be heading to your second period class. Have a great day. Thank you.